Okay guys, welcome to part 2 of the highlights reel for the 17th of February. We had a total of 4 runouts today, and these are 3 shot in vertical view for you. And I'll go ahead and walk you through some of the shots and let you know what I was kind of thinking here as we go. If there's any really tough shots or weird leaves or anything, I'll let you know. But for the most part, I'm just going to let you enjoy the footage. And today was a really nice day. We shot pretty well. I almost had a 15 ball perfect run, which is also known as a perfect game, but I actually screwed up and hit the 8 ball in on one of my shots. Even though I knew I was probably going to do it, I was hoping I was going to catch the corner rail. Instead, the 8 ball rolled right into the corner pocket, and of course I made all the balls, so I was kind of disappointed, but it was good practice still. But of course we won't have any footage of that because we're only doing runouts for you. And on this game, it looks like the runout was quite nice, and it was on the solids. And this last shot is extremely difficult. As you see, I had to come off the rail with a little bit of right English, and I had actually given up and thought I was going to miss it. So you can see my jubilance there as I made it. Because anytime you make a shot that's unexpected, it's nice. The funny thing is like I probably would have missed 10 of those type of attempts, and that one I actually made. In the last couple of days, there's been probably 4 or 5 games where I was on the 8 ball and I had a tough shot like that, and I usually just, I try and line it up, look for the bank or whatnot, whether it be a Massey or a bank, and try and put the ball away. And that one went, so I was pretty happy about it. A lot of times you'll just barely miss them, but when they go, it sure does feel nice. So like always, guys, after I do a run out, I like to run the rest of the balls and try not to miss, but you can see when I do miss, my game kind of goes to the over the hill type situation where I just miss everything. But you just got to pull your composure back together, and you'll start making them again, like this. What I do this for is so I can get a run out on my next game. I like to take every opportunity I can to practice. So that was on this video. That was part 2. That was the first game we have for you. Now this is the second. Now keep in mind, guys, these weren't all in order. These were, these 3 games were pulled from about a 2.5 hour session. I extracted the video out of the long play. And as you see there, we had a nice breakup, guys. I was going to put that solid away, but that stripe was just barely in the way, so I had to take the stripes first. And I had a pretty good look here, guys. I was hoping to make them, but I think I eventually miss and have to go for the second player's run out. I can't remember if I made a ball on the break or not. Of course, if I did, this is player 1. If not, this is player 2. But I was shooting pretty well here, guys. I needed to make this stripe in the side pocket, and I was going to try and break up some of these balls that were messed up down at the bottom. And I did, but unfortunately I just didn't have much of a look. I did have this, what looks like the 10 ball in the middle of the table. I was going to bring it back to the right-hand corner from your perspective that you're viewing the video. But I hit the 6 there, guys, and so now it was the next player's attempt at his run out. And so I kind of shot this, and this is weird. What I was talking about, the banks that a lot of times you don't make, but you have to go for them. This 5 ball is the perfect example, because I was buried otherwise, guys, and I didn't have a long bank, so I had to come off the short rail and put it away. Keep from scratching, which was nice. I did hit that 6, and it went almost into the corner pocket, and while it was rolling, I was like, stop, stop, stop. Because I like to use those balls for, you know, to set up your next shot. And once that bank was made, I pretty much knew the solid was in. As you'll see here, the 7 ball come off the rail with the cue ball. Now it's just about making this side ball solid and then bringing the cue back to the middle of the table for the 6. Because you don't want to leave yourself behind the 8, guys. On this one here, because the 6 ball was pretty much in the middle of the pocket, I couldn't use the rail to come off correctly, so I just did some low English and drew the ball back. Perfect for the 8 ball. Now, guys, instead of just hitting this like in the middle of the cue ball, you want to draw it a little bit, so that way, as you noticed, once the cue ball hits the solid, or the 8 ball, I mean, it'll pull the cue ball back to the middle of the table like it did there. And what we want to do is just kind of finish out here. I could have taken either one of these balls here, but I figured if I just brought the cue ball off the rail, it would leave me very nice for the 11 ball down at the corner pocket. And I thought that the ball was actually touching the rail, but it was about a centimeter off, and so I missed foolishly. But that's okay, because the run out was already done. And the funny thing is that super easy shot I miss, and then check this bank out. That's usually the way it goes. You'll miss an easy one and make a tough one. So that was game number 2, guys. And then here's our 3rd game. I hope you're going to enjoy this one. This is our final game, which is in total, if you've watched part 1, which if you haven't, please check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a horizontal cut. I filmed that one kind of so you guys could have a wider view of the game, but and I'm also wearing my hoodie in that one, but this is the 4th, and on this reel, 3rd game and final game that you'll get for today. Now everything was looking good. I had a nice spread. I was going for the solids, I believe, first, because I think that was just the opportunity I had at the start. And as you'll see here, I'll take this 1 ball out. And I'm just going to make sure I'm going to have a nice lead here. And unfortunately, that 15 was in the way. So I take this 4 ball here at the end of the table. And I almost left that cue ball perfect, but unfortunately that pack of balls was just in the way, so I had to go down to the corner pocket on the left side, and I came up short. I hit the rail just before the pocket and missed. So now the player 2 is up. Once again, I don't know if I made a ball on the break, but the second player's attempt at the run out is now up. And so with that make here, we've got a nice stripe, which I'm really good at, these balls that are along the rail. And don't want to hit this one too hard because I want to come back for that, what looks like the 12 ball. And got to avoid that 1 and come off the rail and then back. Instead of going off the rail, actually I went for the stop shot, guys. Check this touch of draw and into the corner pocket. Left myself perfect. A little luck never hurts, because that cue ball hitting the stripe kind of stunned it and stopped the ball perfect. Now with the angle here. Even though it looked straight in, there was just a small cut with the cue ball, which was perfect. So I could draw that cue ball back to the middle of the table. And guys, I want to go, instead of drawing it, I'm going to actually follow here, as you'll see. And sometimes it's easier to do that because if you draw, you might draw too far back, and then you'll have kind of a tougher shot. So I put that 8 ball away, left myself perfect for it. And now I just want to finish out the game here and end on a good note here with this combo. And unfortunately, I left the cue ball just a little bit too close to the, looks like the, I think it's a 2 ball, yeah. And I tried to squeeze it. I should have went for the bank, either the long bank or the short bank here, but instead I tried to squeeze it. And as you'll see when I move here, that I missed. But like I said, the run out's done. This is more just practice here, but yeah, it feels a lot better to actually make these without missing. Because if you miss this ball, then you have to play again because it just won't feel right. So thank goodness I dropped that ball down, break the stick in half here, guys, and call it a day.